Today we're going to be talking about The Sniper 2. Many refer to it as the worst game ever. Now, as you know, I love to talk about bad video games, so obviously I had to check this one out. After going through it, I can confirm that, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's only about an hour long with, I'd say, about 10 minutes of actual gameplay. The rest of it is filled with an insane story with crazy characters that look and sound ridiculous. Truly, I don't think there's anything that I could say in this intro that is going to fully prepare you for the Sniper 2 experience, so we're just gonna get into this. I'm going to take you through it, and at the end we'll decide if it really is the worst game ever. The game begins with a narrator giving us some backstory on our protagonist, Harry. So Harry used to be a firefighter, and one day he happened to save a girl named Melissa. Later in life, his girlfriend, Claire Anderson, was murdered by the mafia. Harry was filled with anger and wanted revenge, so he left the city and trained under an ex-military vet to become a killer. Now, he's a top-ranked sniper and is back to avenge his girlfriend. That's when he gets a call from a mysterious woman who calls herself CA. She provides him with information on the mafia's activities, and with her help, Harry is able to successfully exact his revenge on the mafia. After that, CA appears before him. She's actually the girl he saved when he was a firefighter, Melissa. She, for some reason, possesses the memories of his dead girlfriend, Claire. Now the two work together, and this is where our journey begins. Okay, we learned a lot there, but I think the most insane thing about this opening movie is CA. She has the memories of his dead girlfriend. Now this sounds like it's going to be a big part of the story, but it's not. You'll see as we go on, but it's not an important part of the plot at all. It's just kind of thrown in there and feels more like an afterthought. Also, Melissa only goes by CA now, which is a little weird to me. Harry's dead girlfriend's name is Claire Anderson. I know she's got her memories now and all, but why does she need to change her name to Claire's initials? I think that'd be a little odd to me if I were Harry. But okay, now the real story begins. Harry and CA are driving when they pass by a guy whose car is broken down. They stop and give him a ride. This man is Stanley, and he is easily the best character in the game. He just provides us with so many iconic moments, like this one when he first meets CA and Harry.
I'm a precision engineer for aquarium electronics.
An engineer? I would have thought an engineer could handle a little car trouble.
Yeah, me too, but that hunk of scrap is far beyond even my skills. You know them doctors that get sick because they don't look after themselves? Now I know how they feel.
As they drive along, everyone's stomach starts to growl. Yes, that is hilarious, Stanley. They decide to grab some lunch, and then we get an opening song. Woohoo! So they stop for some food, and on their way to order, they run into this scary-looking man, Gabriel. He walks off, but Harry seems to be getting some strange vibes from him. He ultimately decides to ignore it, though, and they order
3 chicken specials, and some coffees as well.
While they wait for their food, CA asks Harry if he knows Gabriel. Harry's response is,
"No, but he smells the same as I do."
I'm sorry, what? He elaborates and says that he has the smell of a killer. I didn't know that was a scent. Then a car suddenly pulls up and starts shooting at them.
Harry!
Harry assumes that it's the mafia, and they're after him because of his revenge plot. Stanley and Harry hide behind a table and have a conversation that is way too casual for the situation that they're in.
They friends of yours, boss? They certainly give a warm reception anyway. How come they're so happy to see you?
Don't call me boss.
Come on, it kind of sounds cool, okay?
A grenade is thrown at them and they're forced to run. That's when they notice that CA is pinned down. Now it's time for our first mission of the game. And also our first bit of actual gameplay. You have to snipe a mafia member to save CA. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Let's do it, Harry.
Do you know how to use that gun?
The way I lost it the first time I saw this. It's so good. In addition to the amazing death noise, every time you snipe someone, you get to see it again from multiple angles. The mafia is advancing. We have to stop them. Oh, now that was cool. What do you think, Stanley? Are you impressed?
Whoa!
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. Oh no! CA is running out from cover, but there's still some bad guys left. Harry, you have to... After that, they think they're safe, but one of the men is still alive and releases some strange gas. That's when Gabriel appears, shoots the man, and takes off with CA. Wait, why are the credits rolling? Don't worry, it's not the end of the game yet. though I was very concerned that it was the first time I saw this. So I guess they wanted the game to kind of feel like a TV show, so from here on out, after every single sniping mission, you have to sit through these ending credits. And then, after that, you have to watch the opening again because it's like the start of a new episode. I'm sure that won't get old. So now Harry and Stanley are in a CIA hideout. It turns out that the woman who is running the restaurant, Abby, was secretly an investigator for the CIA, and she was undercover so she could catch Gabriel. It turns out the mafia was actually after him and not Harry. Apparently, the gas they all breathed in is a new biological weapon called Tackle McCann. Within 10 days of exposure, victims fall ill and suffer psychological breakdowns. Gabriel used to be a member of the CIA, but one day he stole the Tackle McCann and its antidote and ran. The boys strike a deal with Abby. In exchange for CA's location and the antidote, they're going to help retrieve the bioweapon. Then Harry has an internal monologue about evil.
Will the world ever be free of evil? I know it is unlikely.
Alright, it's time for our first mission for the CIA. We have to stop a Tackle McCann exchange by shooting this briefcase. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that minute of gameplay because now it's back to awesome cutscenes. Harry gets a phone call from CA. She tells him that she's fine and hangs up. Then there's just some random dead guy.
Killed? By the CIA? But why? To keep him quiet?
I don't know how you came to that conclusion, Harry, but whatever, I'll take your word for it. Anyway, let's roll the credits again. And now, let's have a random Stanley monologue.
The lingering lies between people. The subtle probing of others' thoughts.
He tells Harry about their next job. They have to stop another Tackle McCann exchange between two mafia executives. Stanley then tells Harry that the other executive escaped with the Tackle McCann. Harry takes out the other executive, and Stanley swoops in and takes the Tackle McCann. They meet up back at the hideout, and Stanley informs him that not only did he get the bioweapon, but information on the Tackle McCann factory, where they're making Tackle McCann warheads. They decide to head to the factory and check it out. Meanwhile, Gabriel and CA are in some log cabin together.
Am I Melissa or Claire? Which? Tell me!
Oh yeah, forgot about that plot point. Gabriel tells her that the CIA altered her DNA. Then he shares a story about a young man who fell in love with a woman who betrayed him. Stanley and Harry arrive at the Tackle McCann factory to save the world. Harry takes out the security cameras when Gabriel suddenly appears behind them. Gabriel approaches the two and they demand that he gives them the antidote.
So that's the line she fed you. I don't have it. Huh? Don't tell me you don't. Oh, no. Oh, damn. I can't believe it.
Gabriel admits that there isn't an antidote, and this is when I realized that he looks like Sephiroth if he aged badly. CA shows up, and Gabriel explains that the CIA experimented on her, and the antibodies for Tackle McCann are in her system, so her blood is basically the antidote. He also says that they did some genetic manipulation on her with Claire's DNA for some reason, and that's why she has her memories. Like I said before, the whole Claire-Melissa plotline really just feels like an afterthought. Oh yeah, genetic manipulation with Claire, that's why she has her memories, whatever. It's so random. Like, why is it even in there? It has no effect on the story. Anyway, the Mafia plans on dropping a Tackle McCann bomb on the city, but they need the vaccine first, and don't know that it's CA's blood. Now, no words can describe what happens next, so I'm just going to show you.
CA, let's move.
Okay.
No, Stanley! How could this happen? As Stanley dies, he admits that he's actually a member of the CIA and has been secretly investigating Abby and her connections to the Mafia and Tackle McCann. However, the only reason I know this is thanks to the subtitles, because there is loud music blaring over his dying words.
So you saw right through me. I was investigating Abby. Secret.
Huh? What did you say?
Please, stop him, boss.
Stanley is literally dying. Stop blasting music! He tells Harry where the missile launch site is and asks him to save the world before breathing his final breath.
No! That was, unfortunate.
Yeah, you think, Gabriel? They plan to have Harry take out the missile launch device while Gabriel moves in to finish the job up close. Gabriel has to get close because of his eyes.
Old war wounds. I can't fight at long distance.
All right then.
Then they jump off a cliff.
Go!
After Harry destroys the device, he meets up with Gabriel to dismantle the Tackle McCann missile. As they do this, Gabriel tells him that when he was with the CIA, a woman he was working with named Cindy was kidnapped by a mafia executive named Robert. Then CA informs them that Robert just so happens to be trying to escape on the other side of the building, so Harry snipes him. Gabriel is finished dismantling the missile, and Harry comments on how it's all over. But Gabriel says it's not. He's going back for something, and then walks off.
We never saw Gabriel again.
The end. Or is it? What if I told you that there's actually another ending to this game? This time around, Robert holds CA at gunpoint instead of running away. After Harry kills him and saves CA, Gabriel reveals that the mastermind behind everything is still alive. Their identity is none other than Senator Bellini. Wait, who? Then the senator shows up in a helicopter and starts shooting at them. Harry kills him, and Gabriel leaves to take care of something again. But this time, we get to see where he goes. He meets up with Abby in an alleyway, and it's revealed that she's actually Cindy, the one he was talking about earlier. He tells Abby that her plan is over. He betrayed everyone for her, but she only repaid him with more betrayal. As he approaches her, she tries to shoot him, but apparently he's impervious to bullets because he just keeps coming. He hugs her, and then kills them both. The game ends with CA and Harry driving by a man whose car broke down and looks weirdly similar to Stanley, and they stop to help him. What is this, Groundhog Day? Also, can we back up a few steps? Who is Senator Bellini? He is not mentioned at all in this game up until this point. Why is he the mastermind? I thought it was Abby. Speaking of Abby, I have no idea what the whole thing between her and Gabriel is about. She's apparently actually Cindy, and she was a part of the whole Tackle McCann plan, and now they're both dead. But with that, we have done it. We have made it through the Sniper 2, so now it is time to ask the very important question. Is this the worst game ever? Maybe? There are a lot of games out there, so it's hard to say if this one is the worst, but it's definitely up there. I mean, there's practically no gameplay. You shoot a guy once every 10 minutes, and that's it. After that, you're forced to watch the same ending credits and opening sequence every time. The story makes no sense. I mean, the Tackle McCann and the Claire Melissa genetic mutation, whatever is going on with Gabriel, and that's not even scraping the surface of what makes this game a mess. There's the weird dialogue, the loud music over Stanley's death, the way everything looks and the way the characters move, the other ending with the random senator. There's just so much. This game is dreadful, but God, did I enjoy my time going through it. It is the definition of so bad that it's good, and it had me cracking up the whole way through. I hope you were able to get some laughs out of it too, and if there's another game like this, or if you think that there's a game worse than this and you'd like me to talk about it, definitely let me know in the comments. I would love to make a video on it. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to see more from me. So I think that is going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the glory that is the Sniper 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Ugh.